everybody. Welcome to another episode of Let's Work Out on Our Own. Today, we are going to be doing a little bit of mobility for some T-spine, and we're going to do some shoulder extension pails and rails. We'll talk about that in a bit. And then we'll go into some walking lunges, single leg hand or heel slides, and then a conditioning piece. Surprise, surprise. All right, so Garrison. Jesus H. So hit me right in the mommy daddy buttons. All right, so I'm using a foam roller. If you have a foam roller, then feel free to use it, okay? What are you gonna do? You're gonna take the foam roller and you're gonna beat up Chris, okay? This is gonna also be like the edge of your couch, like one of the arms of your couch. But if you break your couch, it's not our fault. You did it. You were just doing what we said, okay? You're gonna lie on your back. You're gonna put that foam roller right below the shoulder blades, okay? And then we're gonna push the ribs down, so you're trying to push that low back into the ground. And you should feel like you're consistently trying to make, now we've all grown this a little bit, you're trying to get your, it's called your lumpus, it's your gut. You're trying to get it to press into the area below the front of your waistband of your pants, okay? Depending on how Christmas was, it's easier for some than others. And then what that's gonna feel like you're doing is you're trying to flex your low back, okay? Once you're done flexing your low back, you're gonna hold that position, and I want you to extend back without letting that low back come up, okay? So if you feel like as you come back, your rib cage comes back with you, then you are just getting low back extension, lumbar extension. If you keep the ribs down and you extend, then you will feel like that extension comes through your T-spine or your thoracic spine, okay? So your thoracic spine is a bit longer, so we'll kind of start in the bottom, get a few extensions there, and then you can roll that foam roller one more vertebrae up, get a few, a little higher, and then once you get to a certain height, you'll just feel like you can't get any extension, and that's when you stop. Okay, so maybe three or four different spots with maybe 6 or 7 extensions in each, and that should be pretty much good for those. All right, so now we're going to go into some pails and rails for shoulder extension. Okay, so we're gonna use a rig here, a post of the rig. You can use a door frame, works just fine. What I want you to do is you're gonna grab onto this door frame, set your shoulder blade back, and you're gonna walk yourself forward just a little bit until you feel like there's a little bit of a stretch kind of coming through the pec, and then we're just gonna hang out there. We're gonna let that stretch build in. Okay, so what you should feel is as you're holding that stretch for longer and longer, that it starts to feel like less and less of a stretch. And that's okay. Just kind of down regulating the area, the stretch of the area. Now, from there, what I want you to do is you are going to press your hand down towards the floor. So you're trying to use the muscle that would put you back into flexion there. Okay? So setting the shoulder, pressing down, and then as you kind of do that, you should feel like a little bit more of a stretch builds up. We're going to hold that, we're going to press that out at 10, 20, 30, 40, ramping it up to about 80 and 90% tension. And then once you kind of hold that 90%, you'll kind of feel like your whole body starts to shake a little bit. And then you are going to actively press up and back as if you're trying to go away from, as if you're trying to lift up farther, okay? So finding the stretch and then trying to actively put in more of a stretch. Now, when you're doing this, we want to make sure that we're keeping that same shoulder retracted position. The other day we talked about when we're doing our dips, we get into that internal rotation. This movement, that extension, is the same extension we get in the bottom of a dip. So when we're doing this and we're trying to press back, we don't want to press back and then roll forward to try and get more range. We're trying to get as much range as we can without changing the shoulder capsule position, okay? So you're gonna press back, you'll hold that for like kind of 10 seconds, relax,
Get another grip, maybe go a bit higher, hold the stretch, find the stretch for a little bit, and then we're going to repeat that cycle one more time through, okay? So it's going to be find the stretch, push against the stretch, and then pull yourself into a deeper stretch actively, all right? 2 cycles through on each side, all right? Now, that gets us to our structural balance / strength work. Overhead dumbbell walking lunge. Okay, so we have talked about overhead positioning a fair amount. Okay, we want the bicep next to the ear, everything stacked up nicely, and then from there you go into your walking lunges. If you don't have a lot of space, that's fine. Okay, you do 4 steps, turn around, 4 steps, whatever. So for those 16, you got options. If you have a very heavy weight, do 8 steps, change arms, turn around, 8 steps back. If you have a really heavy weight, do 4, 4, 4, 4, and then change arms every 4 reps, okay? It's up to you. Do the best you can with what you have. Once you are done your lunges, then we'll go into heel slides. We've done these heel slides a lot lately. Lie on your back, use a towel, and you're just trying to pull your heel into your butt using your hamstring, not your hip flexor, okay? You're going for 12 reps per leg, okay? We're doing 4 sets through both of these, so you have your overhead lunges, and then rest is needed, and then you have your hamstring slides, rest is needed, okay? 4 sets through, okay? Now, into the conditioning piece. We have an 8-minute AMRAP, okay? Based on the forecast, it's supposed to be nice today. We're filming this a few days in advance, so hopefully our forecast is actually what's going to happen. If it's not, you're going for a cold run, okay? 8-minute AMRAP. You are going to do a 400-meter run, and then as many reps as possible of just 10 alternating pistols, okay? So if you have pistol squats, awesome. You go ahead and do them. If you don't, you can use like a chair, sit down, stand up, switch, down, stand up, switch, okay? 5 per leg, and then 8 devil's press, alternating arms. Down, up, overhead, up, switch, okay? 4 per arm, and then 30 double unders, okay? So my guesstimation is your 400-meter run is going to take you anywhere from 1 to 2 minutes, give or take, okay? Which gives you about 6-7 minutes to go through the AMRAP. Let's see if we can get 4 rounds through the AMRAP, okay? Once you're done your 8 minutes, take a 3-minute rest, and then you will repeat again, okay? That is all for today, you guys. Go have fun, work hard, run carefully, might be icy, who knows? But yeah, see you tomorrow.